start streaming. Hopefully, oh, I should probably check on YouTube. Oh, and you won't have access to chat unless you go.
That's okay. If there are any questions or anything like that, you can just read them, but I don't need chat for like play advice or anything like that.
Go to this link and hope it works.
That's
I
okay.
can
If
see
there are any
us.
questions or anything like that, you can.
Okay, I can
just
hear
read them,
you
but I don't
from a
need
minute
chat for,
ago.
like...
Awesome. So it looks like we're live.
Oh, nice. Okay.
All right. So
Ready to jump in?
I'm ready when you are. Let me get some music started, but don't worry about that.
Let's see if we can get a queue. A lot of queues have been like griefed by people lately. I don't know what it is, but like 7 out of 8 people were ready.
Yeah,
Let me get back in the queue.
Happened to me like once or twice.
I was speculating on day one that it was Dawn Glare employees from MTGO trying to sabotage the queues.
I don't know who Dawn Glare are.
Oh, that's the company that now makes MTGO.
Oh, Daybreak, you mean?
Oh, Daybreak, yeah. What did I say? Oh, Dawn Glare.
Yeah, that's a different Magic website. We're gonna do a podcast episode about them, right? About
Yes.
how to use it to like find the money in your collection, find all the Shark Clan shamans. They're like $5.
All right, so we did get griefed one queue. Here we go. I had one, it only takes like 10 seconds to actually find 8 people, and I had one that 5 times in a row didn't ready. I was like, what the heck is going on here?
How have you been finding the drafts? Oh yeah, you really can't see all the
No,
cards.
I can do it like this, which shows 12, but then I have to scroll over for the other couple.
Saw a Mox and an Oko.
Yeah, there's not too much discussion here. As far as like how I'm enjoying the cube as a whole, I think it's pretty similar to the MTGO Vintage Cube. There are a couple of big differences in that things feel a little more mid-rangey. There are only a handful of notable cards that are missing. Some of the Universes Beyond things are notable exclusions, so there's no like Orcish Bowmasters. The wheel decks get a little bit worse. Through the Breach was excluded because they didn't want to program in Splice, and Corpse Dance and Shallow Grave aren't in because of Graveyard Order. So like Reanimator is a little bit worse, and like wheel combo decks are a little bit worse. Mana's a bit worse because we don't have the Lord of the Rings land cyclers, but by feel of the cube, it feels very, very similar.
Yeah.
So taking the Mox Pearl here for third. Possible wheels to consider. There's not really anything notable in this pack. There's a Proving Ground that we saw, and the Flooded Strand is definitely gone.
There's both Sentinel and Guide of Souls. The Guide's probably getting taken, but Sentinel might wheel. Not that... Like, that'd be a good card to have in a Mox Pearl deck, but we're not, like, biased towards white aggro because we have the Mox Pearl. That's not what that means.
Well, all Moxen are super strong in red-white.
Yeah.
And red-white in general is very, very strong. So it's possible that we want to lean that way. It's not really something that I'm happy to do, but it is the most powerful thing, I think.
Much more of a take what I see kind of guy, not a try to force things kind of guy. But knowing, you know, that red-white's really strong might leave me in a pack like this where nothing really jumps out at me to go like, oh, Plateau's there, we have the Mox. Something like that.
I think think it might be Plateau. If it wasn't going to be Plateau, I think it would be Tundra, because the blue-white X decks really care about their mana. Like, Esper and Jeskai are both very concerned with getting their mana online, so if we end up in one of those colors and I don't have that Tundra, I'll be pretty upset, but getting a Plateau is also hugely important if you're red-white.
I've also found that I'm caring a lot about artifacts in blue, but maybe that's just who I am as a person. So like
How so?
I'm always going like, oh well, I see a Tinker because it's very easy to get high and low end for Tinker in this cube. But like, I'm not taking the Talisman over Tundra in that pack, you know, even though it's an artifact and we could lean into a theme, but like, obviously we're not doing that. To this pack, I think Memory Lapse is the card I like the most, but not really with what we're doing so far. But
I'm not really committed to the Plateau, and I'm happy to take Memory Lapse because I think it is the strongest card. If I wasn't going to take Memory Lapse, I think I'd just take, like, Burst Lightning, but it's just not really good enough, I don't think.
are the aggro cards, like the Kellen and the Champion, are any of those notable, or we just are those just like filler?
Particularly. Yeah, they're both kind of filler level. Kellen is not particularly strong as a 1-drop, and the Death Greeter's Champion is fine, but it competes with all of the busted 3 and 4s in red. Like,
yeah. Like, I don't want to take a 4-drop in red unless it's like the 4-drop.
Right.
Whatever 2 you wind up with are gonna be good enough, so you don't prioritize them.
Yeah, so here, Emperor of Bones is the strongest card by a lot.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I like that card a lot.
I don't think I want to take it with what we have currently going on here, though. I'm interested in Unholy Heat. I think it's the second best red removal spell, behind only Lightning Bolt, obviously.
Yeah.
If I wasn't going to take that, I probably would have just taken the Spire Bluff, but fast land fixing is bad fixing. I just really don't want to commit to Emperor of Bones.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in black-blue with Plateau Mox Pearl if I can help it. Not that abandoning the first couple picks or making them tangential is the end of the world, but it just isn't the direction that I would kind of move in.
Yeah, I like to try to stay open and see what's coming.
Yeah.
Take,
this
power.
Had basically nothing for us. I could take the Verge and then kind of like more solidified Jeskai, but I think that this Verge is actually not particularly good. So I'm kind of interested in just taking the Badlands, just in case we abandon the Memory Lapse and end up in Mardu. True Duels,
yeah,
obviously very, very strong.
I agree with that. We could have taken Tendrils as like a spec, but I'm not keen on that. Like, I want Tendrils to wheel.
Yeah.
I don't want to waste a pick and hope it doesn't train wreck my draft.
There's not too much here for us. I find that in Jeskai decks, Ephemerate is not good. March, I think, is too overcosted. Thieving Skydiver's filler, and I don't think we're doing the lands thing. So my real consideration here would be something like Consider, which is, it's just fine to have a cantrip. I could take Wasteland, but...
Safekeeper is also really good in Nadu, but...
right.
Not what we're doing right now.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Safekeeper in Nadu and Titania decks. Just the number of games where you get to cheese people out, especially in this kind of cube where it's very mid-rangey, is very, very high. Like, Safekeeper into Titania make 5 elementals beats most of the decks in this cube. This is actually a really pivotal decision that we have going on here between the thoughts on being Mardu or Jeskai, since these are both of the triomes.
I would say that this considers filler, and Memory Lapse is our only claim to blue. So we could just take the try the Savai and be I don't know, whatever you want to do. I kind of would rather be Jeskai, but not strong enough.
Yeah, I'm happy to take the Jeskai one just because it gives us better splash, right? Like,
Yeah.
Jeskai splashing Badlands is fine. If we take the Mardu one and we end up in blue, then none of our lands are particularly good. So it's just kind of a
Do you remember which pick the Cauldron was in? It was like pack 2 or 3? Because Loot Cauldron is a hell of a drug.
Oh yeah, but I don't think I'm interested in a 5-mana Cauldron combo card. Just because we don't have access to Shallow Grave Corpse Dance, decks that try and use the graveyard like that really, really suffer.
You have the one Triland that Verdant Catacomb doesn't grab.
Yeah, I know. Never lucky. But I did remember that the John Dwong was coming back. Not that that's something that we're definitely interested in.
Yeah. I mean, Flage.
I think we're probably more into this Flage, and then
either Jeskai or Mardu will love a Flage. And
right.
Sentinel did wheel, but
I'm very surprised in that.
Yeah.
But I think we're happier with a Flage here.
We're not. I don't think we're not aggressive enough. I mean, Sentinel's like a good card, but Flage is also just a really dumb good card.
Yeah.
Full District is fetchable red for our Verdant Catacombs, but I guess we have Badlands already.
Right. I think that both of these are very strong, Malcolm and Witch Enchanter. Witch Enchanter is kind of free in that it is in your land slot. Malcolm's super strong, though. I'm going to take the Witch Enchanter, again, just in case we end up as a Mardu deck.
Yeah. Oh, there's the Cauldron.
Yeah, but Temple Garden makes our Verdant Catacombs
white. We don't have creatures, so Cauldron's not. Cauldron would have wheeled is what I'm noting, but not necessarily that it's good that it wheeled. Where we're at.
I mean, interestingly, this could move us in the direction of green.
I mean, all the Nadu cards, like the Springheart Nantuko, came back late. Like, not that we have a Nadu and should focus on that in our Flage deck, but Sentinel also a lot of Nadu triggers. But yeah, I'm always looking to splash Nadu. Maybe that's not right of me.
But these picks are kind of dried up.
Yeah.
I'm not going to take the Safekeeper.
Yeah, I like March better. Like March isn't exciting, but you'll always play it if you have to. Upheaval, we don't have much but a Mox, but Upheaval's
back to this move.
Pyrogoyf.
My first thought is Pyrogoyf, which is a just bananas card.
Yeah.
If not that, Vista in our currently unknown deck direction.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we're red. All our fixing is red. We've got it on Holy Heat. I guess not all. Well, most of our fixing is like we're either Mardu or Jeskai, some subset of that, and red is always in the middle. You know, probably not playing the Swift Spear, but
almost definitely not.
Yeah,
unless you're really, really slanted aggressively.
I mean, we could just see a bunch of good red aggro cards from here on out, and maybe backdoor into red-white aggro, but probably unlikely. Malcolm pretty good with Pyrogoyf and Flage, not that we wound up with it. Malcolm's just surprisingly good. I didn't understand how good that card was till I saw it in play.
What's that? Malcolm?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, the card's really, really strong. I mean, I only took Witch Enchanter because, again, it lets us kind of...
Yeah, it's free.
I'd rather have a double face than a Malcolm, but yeah, Malcolm's a super strong 2-drop. I don't think we want to take this Brain Freeze. I always think it whenever I'm a red deck because of breach consideration. Like, once you've got the Brain Freeze, no one else is going to fight you on the breach. We haven't seen Lotus Petal or LED. I'm pretty sure we want this Fury, though. it's going to be hard to sell me on something other than a free red spell.
Yeah. I mean, Pyrokinesis is also here, but Fury is just like Pyrokinesis in 2024.
Where's that Nadu?
So, Little Tef.
I think so. Hmm.
We're not married to blue, but it's an option. It's a consideration.
Yeah, but Teferi's one of the cards that makes me want to marry blue. The card's very, very strong. The alternative would be Fable, I think, is the second best card.
Fable's a fine card, but I'm not excited about it. Where I am excited about Teferi.
Yeah, I'm happy to take Teferi. They're both really strong off of Mox, obviously.
Rafine's Tower is also a fetchable blue-white land off of our Verdant Catacombs, but that'll probably wheel. I did mention we don't have creatures, but I still love me a Skull Clamp and a Gaia's Cradle.
Skull Clamp, I am a lot more amenable to than Gaia's Cradle.
Yeah.
I mean, there are blue-white decks that can use Cradle pretty well. We just saw the, shoot, what's it called? The blue-red 2/1 that makes 1/1s.
Yeah. Iconoclast, we got 20 seconds at least.
Yeah, I mean, I think that it's going to be a Lauren here. The card's really, really strong. This is best of one as a format so that it can be ranked, which means that disenchants are pretty good. Our mana doesn't look like it can support Cryptic, although we could do a bit of work to make that happen.
Yeah. So, Lauren is not the card that would have stricken me as like super great, but I'll trust your judgment on it because I know you've done a lot more of these than I have.
Yeah, I mean, cards, we already have the Witch Enchanter, so it's not like critically important to have a disenchant, but if you can have two, that's going to be big. Because in general, you're not losing to creature decks. We already have like Pyroglyph Fury. So I'm really worried about getting like Tinkered Out or, you know, Recurring Nightmare, Survival, things like that. At this point, we are kind of solidified in our colors. I could take this Batterskull because we saw the Stoneforge, but I don't think we're about that. There is no...
This late? Holy crap. Yeah, I was going to mention the Stoneforge. But... This is my experience with this cube. When I asked you how you've been feeling about this cube, I was more asking about stuff like this, where like I just get Force of Will. I got like a pack 2, pick 5 Mana Vault or something. No, Mana Crypt, the good one.
Yeah.
I keep getting like Fractured Identity passed to me. Like,
I mean, Gut is also crazy strong, but I don't think we're going to be able to enable it turns 1 and 2. I'm going to take this Force, but we just have to be aware of the blue count. This is how we're looking on colors here.
Got a Treasure Cruise and a bunch of fetches. Is that?
We only have the one fetch at this point.
Figured we had.
I'm interested in the Brazen Borrower. Firstly, because it's blue and we really need to up the count for this Force. But secondly, it's just a pretty strong, flexible card. Treasure Cruise, I'm generally not like thrilled about. If it wasn't going to be this Brazen Borrower, I think I would have taken the Reprieve, to be honest.
Oh, we also have Dig Through Time already, so I assumed we didn't have anything competing with Treasure Cruise, but we do.
Yeah.
So I was way off.
Here I'm just gonna end up taking the Probe. It's just a strong functional card. Goes in all of your decks. He's blue for Force. Fills the graveyard for Dig. Gives us the information to play our game.
We also have Flage and Dig. What am I smoking with this Treasure Cruise?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we could upgrade because we look like more of a Cruise deck than a Dig deck, but I don't think that we're
Sheldock.
either of them necessarily.
Sheldock is like a gift in this deck, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
our mana is not going to be good.
I guess things that don't cast Flays are tough, but like you're not like casting 3 Flays in a game. Like the second Flage kills them, right?
Oh, the second Flage kills them for sure. Yeah, here I will take the Sparas, which, as you mentioned before, is a blue-white tap land. Oh, here's another blue-white tap land. I don't think we need them both. But we're not a showdown deck. Could just be third path. We don't look like a third path deck. I mean, it's good with Mox, it's good with Probe.
Could take Jewel and Spec on Kitten, but
No, we already have the Mox for the Kitten combo, so we don't have to commit extra picks for it. None of these cards are making the deck under almost any circumstance. Tribal Flames could actually be good.
take Crucible and maybe open up Strip Mine, but
We've already seen the Wasteland. Like, there's just no way. Alright, actually, we have a reasonable domain start. Yeah, I think we're more of a territorial copy deck than a...
we got Iconoclast now, so maybe we could do Yacht stuff, but I think either's respectable.
Unfortunately, the Scalding Tarn is in the same pack as Comet, and Comet is bananas. So we're definitely going to end up taking that. Let me take a look at our curve here. Oh, we can support just straight up anything at this point.
I had a draft the other day. I was like, I have no idea how I'm going to win. I untapped 6 to Comet and then hit them for Xaxes in the face with its other.
Nice.
It's like the most egregious thing ever.
Yeah, there's a lot of fixing in this pack.
Ancient Tomb's really good too, but we have a lot of colors and not a lot of colorless
No,
pips.
John. Why didn't you tell us to take the Crucible?
I've kind of treated Tribal Flames as a non-card, but if you're more interested in it, I'm willing to see how it goes. There's swords and bombardiers in this pack.
Like, is that you're already trying to get extra land types here and there for leyline binding and cards of that sort.
I usually wind up with a lot of land types, and I'm still not super high on leyline binding. Every time I try it, if I don't have 5, it's just not worth it. Like, we're getting swords or bombardiers from this pack. Like, we can miss out on Strip Mine. We're doing all right.
Yeah. There's the fast bond. Strip Mine.
How keen are you or not keen are you to like pick up combo cards, like, you know, just like the random Dark Depths, hoping you'll get one of the others, you know?
Well, Dark Depth isn't something that I'm willing to commit to in basically any cube. It's just not supported all that well. Different cards, like I mentioned before, possibly the Brain Freeze I might have speculated on, just because Breach is so strong if that's what you're doing. So it really kind of depends. Here's the Breach. I mean, we would have had it all. Couldn't have known, but it would have worked out. Here I'm just gonna end up taking Tamiyo.
Yeah.
We don't have too many 2-mana counter spells, which is unfortunate, because you really want to be able to, in these kinds of decks, capitalize when you do end up ahead early. It doesn't happen very often. Let me move the Swift Spear out of the deck. Swords, Brainstorm. I mean, we're looking to pick up one more fetch for sure.
I would take as many fetches as we see, but obviously tempering expectations. Snapcaster is good, but these lands are both really good, as this Lightning Helix? Like you said, I think we're beating creature decks with our removal.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the Snapcaster, just because we already have 4 dual lands. Like Badlands is not gonna end up in, and neither is the Copperline Gorge. Hopefully I get one of these 2 lands back, but I don't think it's the end of the world if we don't.
Badlands fetchable off of the Verdant. But...
Right. Oh, I just meant the Gorge. Temple Garden is still gonna get in. None of these cards are particularly good. I don't think we're playing the Kapu.
Metamorph or Islet in this pack is what I'm thinking.
I don't know how much experience you have with the
Fairy?
with Master, but this card is very, very strong.
I'll believe it. Haven't seen much of it, haven't played with much of it, so.
Alright, this I don't know what to do with, really. Probably take the Ponder. Consult is very similar to Dig.
Yeah, I'd take
Ponder fills our
Ponder over
graveyard.
Consult, but...
Ooh. Both of these would be very good for us. I think I'm gonna take the Spell Pierce.
Yeah, I like that.
Because
Beats
it's very
the
strong, and it
deck.
also combos well with Tameo. If we do get ahead, I'm gonna not entertain Time Warp or Overlord.
Yeah.
Gotta take the fetch.
Fetches are good.
It gets red, it gets white, it gets tapped blue.
Also, just blue card count for this force was another reason for Spell Pierce. Though pitching a Spell Pierce to your force was bad. I always sideboard dress down, which means I never play it. Is that?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, just looking at kind of where we are for count here, 36 cards, we have 9 lands, so we're already over. I'm gonna spend picks on lands pretty much wherever I can.
Yeah.
That's an untapped blue for both of our duels, both of our fetches.
Doesn't cast Flage though.
I'm ready to pay 6 for a Flage instead of 4. Like, I'm assuming that we're not going to play it on turn 4 very, very often, so...
Yeah.
Everything has really worked out with the lands here.
Yeah.
The last 5 picks being land. Okay. Yeah, we're leaving the red-green cards on the table here. Let me see. Moxborough is a land.
Which Enchanter a land?
Which Enchanter is also a land? Where are you? Oh my god, it's way down.
This UI has some things to be desired.
Yeah, you can't zoom out either because that's just not how Arena functions. So I can do this to get it all kind of in one spot.
I mean,
I'll have power over here.
I wouldn't worry too much about it.
Right. Definitely cutting one of the things that interacts with the graveyard. And I think it's probably going to be Cruise that leaves. At first I thought that we were more of a Cruise deck, but looking at how reactive we are, I think that we're a Dig deck.
Fan of Seed Shark or Iconoclast, but if one of them belongs in the deck, they probably both do. You have a lot
I
more
don't think
cantrips.
Iconoclast does. The big thing with Chrome Host is that Force and Dig are both absurd with it. Like if you cast Chrome Host and you force their next play,
Yeah.
you probably win. I don't think that we're actually a third path deck. And probably don't need this tribal claims anymore now that we have the swords. Let me count our blue spells here really quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We have 16 blue cards. Oh yeah, Force of Will is online. We still have 2 lands to cut. So we only have to cut 1 more non-land.
That March looking kind of lonely. Like there's not a ton of white pips.
Yeah.
Besides it. So we're paying full
agree.
price for that. Granted, you're almost always paying full price for that. Unless it's winning you the game. Or keeping you from losing, so I guess. That's another one that might be good with Seed Shark too, is getting that X really high.
Oh yeah, because it doesn't have to be exactly the cost of the thing that you're targeting. It can be over.
I thought today of March of Wretched and Swan today. Does that not work how I think it does? With the black mark.
The black one? You just gain 1,000,000 life, yeah.
And draw twice the number of cards you pitched.
Oh, because it deals damage?
I think it does. I have to read the card. Everyone asks, like, what does it do besides? Like, does it exile? I'm like, no, it's just damage. Unless it's minus X. No, X damage, yeah.
I don't think we need Disparas anymore. Let me take a look. Verdant and Windswept Heath both get Trop, and they both get the Windswept Heath gets Trop Fountain, but not. Oh, it does get red because of Plateau. Okay, so that's a perfect Triome. Verdant Catacombs gets blue off Trop, white off Temple Garden, but it can't get red, which is okay. Yeah, this mana looks crazy. Can't even get tapped red.
You have a limit.
Oh, or the Badlands. Badlands, Temple Garden, Trop. Okay, so they're both perfect fetches. We have all of the lands that we could ever want. Just have to navigate correctly in the games to make it happen.
Yeah, this is a screenshot before you play deck for sure. You're definitely going to have late games where you're like, I have no idea what this Verdant Catacombs grabs. Also have a Ponder Brainstorm to go with these fetches.
Yeah. We also have the Brainstorm Tameo combo, which is one that I'm very interested in. One thing that's notable that's missing from this deck is a sweeper. We don't have Balance, Day of Judgment, Wrath of God, Sunfall, nothing. So, really relying on this Fury to kind of dig us out of some bad situations.
Fury's like a 0 mana sweeper some of the time.
Yeah, our red count is very low, and we didn't end up with the Lutri, so there's no free lunch on this Fury.
It's fair, but it's also just like a fine thing to cast for 5 mana. But it does. And like, we don't want to exile the Flage.
Right.
Comet and Pyroglyph are also really good.
Yeah, it's just We could exile a removal spell to get a removal spell. It's more in for casting purposes, though.
Yeah, which is fine. I'll live with that.
Land. 4, 8, 10, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, so we still have 2 lands to cut. I think I'm gonna end up cutting a plains and then probably this fiery islet. Wait, do we need the watery grave anymore? No. Because Verdant can get red off Badlands, blue off Trop, white off Temple Garden.
We do have some double blue, but they're all like you're not casting Force of Will, you're not casting the front side of Brazen Borrower, all that, you know, so like maybe we don't need it as a second fetchable blue card off of Verdant. It's like my only consideration, but
yeah, I just don't want to have a ton of pay life.
Yeah.
You know, it's the same reason that I probably want to lose this fire islet. Like, we already have 2 shocks, 2 fetches, pay life with probe most often, and we don't have a sweeper, so I don't want to fall too far behind. Islet, Yule's Flage, and is a dual land, but it hurts us.
when is like
Still, I think
too
that I'm
late
cutting this
to
islet.
flashback this Flage?
What's that?
When is it like too late to flashback this Flage? Are we ever?
Oh, I'm not worried about like curving out to flashback. Like, if we bring it back on turn 7, it's totally fine.
I
You
was
know?
thinking like we have 3
It's not even
islands.
our only win condition.
We have
What's
3
that?
islands, a Shelldock, and a Drop that don't cast it, and Witch enchant, Witch Center Walks do cast it. 5 lands. It's like
Yeah.
it's gonna be hard to wind up with 4 of those in play. You know.
Well, these aren't the final counts on lands either. Like, I'm gonna end up cutting one of these mountains and probably one of the plains. Like, we're not gonna need the swords on 1 often, so we only need white mana starting turn 3. We have 1, 2, 3, 4,
Like
5.
mono
We
blue
have the
splashing
Mox.
white and red for Flage.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'm not super concerned with closing the game out when we get to the point where we have control over it.
Oh, the dress down that was in the draft could have got Flage into play. I always miss that when I evaluate that card.
Yeah, that wasn't something that I had thought of either.
It also is very hard to do correctly on Arena because you just go to end step. So if you want to post-combat main phase it, you have to know that or put a stop every turn. Otherwise, like, obviously if you want to Flage, you end step it, but if you're like trying to cast a Pyroglyph on your turn, you're like, oh, I'll just cycle this. Very easy to do in paper, but very hard to do in Arena.
Yeah. Alright, let's get to the game. I assume that any game that we're winning is probably going to be a slugfest.
Yeah.
Given that we don't have the Sunfall or the Wrath or anything like that, it's going to be a lot of navigating.
Except Heath
I'm
can
interested
fetch.
I'm just going to keep in turn 1 this fairy, and then probably fetch Triome on 2. Either way, it's definitely a keep because we get to play a 2-drop on 1.
Yeah. You like keeping Fairy as a surprise, or you're just running it out on end step, no matter what?
Oh yeah, no, I'll do it on their end step if they don't do anything.
It is worth noting we have a lot of comes into play tap lands with this hand, but we also have 2 mana on turn 1, so we'll be able to do a lot of the things we draw.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get our Raugrin.
In for it. We got. Looks like they're an aggressive deck. Unholy Heat's one that could be very easily aggro or control, so that doesn't really tell you much. I guess any bolts, like, except Galvanic. Could be anything. Some control decks will be like Tinker decks, and Galvanic is gonna be good in those too. Pyrogoyf will be better in turn whatever gets us to Shelldock.
Yeah. My thoughts are just removing it from the deck, but
yeah, because we can shuffle.
Shouldn't be a consideration. I'm gonna
could wait for
I'm just gonna
their
keep this and then Fury next turn probably.
Yeah.
But I don't want to give them a trigger of this.
Yeah.
I suppose I could let them go to combat.
If they have a preview, you could end up being sad, but they kind of take their whole turn off for that. Then you get to Fury anyway. Ooh, are we keeping this as a blue card or firing this?
No, I could hardcast the Force if the need arises.
Yeah.
Paying 2 life doesn't always feel good against red-white, but
We're at a healthy 19. Alright, so a lot of those have to get countered. Just drop in our Fury and trying to kill them.
it doesn't work well against Blade Splicer or Elspeth or Evangelist, so like, not really.
Brazen Borrower beats Blade Splicer and just lets us attack, but
Yeah, no, I'm not in a hurry.
I'm in for value. We always can just drop this Brazen Borrower and stuff. Now that I don't know if we had drawn it yet. I certainly didn't notice it.
I mean, I am gonna force this. Badlands is double red. On 5.
Unfortunately, this Thoughtseize is gonna be really good.
Well, now I could cast the Fury.
Yeah. If you don't, they probably do they play into it, or do they if they draw a land, they get to do everything, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's the reason I'm going to. Like, if they missed the land drop here and we were in the same spot, I would just hold it. But I don't think we can afford to get Thought Seized and then have them play a 3. Oh, that's perfect.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Your Teferi gets exposed if you attack, but
I mean, I'm just gonna Brazen Borrower the 3/3 and then attack and see if they chump.
that's and then you can Teferi after. And plus, yeah. That sounds amazing, actually. And their Thoughtseize sucks. And then you just have an answer to their bat next turn already lined up. Have to attack this Teferi, but they also have to not die to your Fury. Pretty good answer.
That's not great for us.
My judgment is final.
Interesting. Probably just gonna bounce their Blade Splicer and then plus this big Teferi. Then they replay Blade Splicer, and they Thoughtseize us. But maybe not. Maybe I just play this Teferi and plus both.
I mean, you can plus and change your mind after. Because you can plus and cast Brazen Borrower on end step. And that'll attack the Wanderer to death. You can also just like
I've got time.
plus this Teferi and I guess they're gonna get to put a counter with their Emperor, but like I guess bouncing the Blade Splicer could have been good because they're gonna play a 3-drop this turn or an Elspeth anyway. Like they're using all their mana, so just making them do it to get back to where they were is fine. Like they should have attacked the small Tef because like that's the one we want to minus and couldn't if they attacked it, whereas this big Tef we want to keep plussing. Bounce the bat and kill Wanderer.
Gonna let that resolve for mana efficiency reasons. We have instant speed Pyroglyph whenever.
Pretty sure it's instant speed.
What? Yeah, off Shellback Isle? Yes.
I know it get Teferi stops it. Like plussing the other Tef before we do anything. So could have pondered and drawn two. We got plenty to do. We can frontside a Flage and still Sheldon? It's kind of hot. Not that you're going to, don't kill the Evangelist before attacking.
Yeah.
Like that.
I would like to not shuffle. Thank you. I'm not going to kill the Evangelists at all. I'm just going to kill their Blade Splicer.
We could have killed the Goyf pre-combat.
That's going to get eaten by our bigger Goy.
Yeah. It's
I could play
untap.
Lauren, just to keep our Teferi alive. Well, I guess Teferi lives anyway because of the Goy. It blocks and...
Yeah.
Okay.
Keeping up Brainstorm to protect from this Thoughtseize could matter in some world. Like if they take Lauren, okay with it, and the same with Brainstorm. Yeah, I think we'll just let it go. Like the Brainstorm will be good with the Shark. So brainstorming into Shark is kind of nice.
Okay.
Had enough. Can't say I blame him.
Yeah, facing down a 3-headed giant, 2 planeswalkers, and a player.
It was
Pretty tough spot to be in.
3-on-2 at one point. They had their own blocker,
Oh yeah.
but we managed it out. This is like my I have a draft going right now. It's very similar. It's like a bunch of counter spells and burn spells, like no power, but all the card quality is just good. So I don't know how to evaluate it, and then we're like, what?
I said I didn't come here to mulligan this.
Yeah.
It's a bit shaky with 2 lands, no white, but turn 1 Tameo is just too good.
We know how we win this game. We know how we lose this game. And that's fine. That's just how Magic works sometimes. You know, our curve has no non-creature spells, but Goblin Biker's gonna Goblin Biker sometimes.
Listen, we're the aggro deck in this. We're the beatdown this game. They're gonna daze me and then cast a cantrip.
Time Walk is a good 2-drop when you have a Tameo
Yeah,
in play.
This worked very well, I would say.
I think they
I would like to
thought
draw
Ponder was an
Power
instant, or did they just not want to cast it?
Did you hear that?
What?
Somebody clip that. I said I would like to draw our Ponder.
Oh. Oh, that flips Tameo, doesn't it?
Yeah, turn 3 flip Tameo is a pretty good spot to be.
Are you a Ponder first or Clue first kind of guy?
I'm Ponder first so that we don't get dazed.
Oh, you got dazed.
I know.
Force.
I'll Ponder first so that if they try and like force it. I'm just not super worried about it.
Yeah. I do want a
Interesting.
4th and 5th land. I'm kind of in for it. I don't know.
Yeah, I kind of like it. I mean, you got a clue to break. We got things to do every turn.
This is a lonely Pyroglyph, but if they don't do anything, we don't have to do anything. We have a Tameo ticking up.
It's a 3/4. Like, this is a big... Pyroglyph is already big.
Oh, they countered our creature right.
Yeah. I'm gonna just try not to get mana drained here.
Yeah. Like I said, we don't have to do anything. They have to impress us.
Respect the library.
Is that from your end? Someone say something about the library?
Yeah, Tamio says that.
Oh, you have voices on?
I didn't know you could turn them off. Not that I think I would. Yeah, I guess we'll break a clue.
It's a nice draw.
Yeah, I wouldn't hate finding our force.
Brainstorm for it. We can't brainstorm snap brainstorm. But...
I'm ready to wait one more turn.
Yeah.
Think before you act.
If Tamio somehow gets to our next turn and is intact, then I'm pretty sure we win the game.
No maximum hand size is going to be hard to discard down to Flage.
True.
But I'm sure Flage will find a way.
They're going to possibly Tidebinder. I'm gonna just brainstorm now so that we can snap brainstorm if the need arises.
Yeah. We could cast to Fairy before minusing Tamio. I guess they're just like not falling for that bait, right?
Yeah, no, but Tamio is on board. They would never let it happen. So I can dig, and if I hit force, we win. Otherwise, I could let this resolve.
Play to Fairy
And
and
then-
have Snap Brainstorm
Yeah,
for another turn. Like,
maybe
Like-
I just let this resolve and then I just Teferi it. Just play Teferi.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, just get Teferi into play, and then they have another Planeswalker that ultimates every turn, basically. How many cards are in our graveyard? 3?
3.
So it would tap us out to dig.
Yeah, I don't think that's right.
We
Like,
already-
if we miss on the dig, we just lose the game.
Yeah, we also just have 2 cards that we know aren't force. Play Tamio first, then Teferi. I like getting Flage mana here, whatever
Yeah,
that
I'm just gonna
means.
get a fountain and save a life. That way Flage is online, and I am gonna start with Teferi.
I'm not
Rena's auto tappers going to be miserable with decks like this. Where it's just like, here's your Badlands untapped. That's the most colors. Even though it might not be the useful colors, you know? We can save the Snap Brainstorm for Fairy Ultimates. I'd be into that.
sorry I'm late. Let's find it.
more footage will eat that little Tef. Though they're holding up mana drain again. I guess Flage is the one to bait with if we were planning on doing that. I guess we should draw first.
No time for a break.
Don't we need the second red for this hieroglyph if we're trying to do that?
Yeah.
I guess we might not. There's a lot of reason to hold up extra blue for dig or whatever. The rest of our deck is blue. Mana drain that. Does that mean they don't have it? It's like, I'm fine with
Could be
getting.
mana weak. Or miscalc or something of the sort.
I'm fine with getting something leaked, but we have to if we are also just fine with waiting.
Oh no! I'm late for class!
I just don't want to do nothing forever and then they upheaval us and we die, you know?
Yeah.
We do have a force, but
I
it's
mean,
not
still
in
have
our
this
hand.
dig, which gets perpetually closer to memory lapse and or force.
You know, but dig.
Like the longer we can wait on that, the better. I can snap brainstorm fetch here.
It's like if we dig, we're losing out on our flage stuff.
Oh yeah, I'm not super interested in digging just yet. Right now I'm just gonna put the pressure on.
Still have a trop to fetch.
Yeah.
Still, we do have flage mana already lined up, though. More flage mana is probably not bad. Is there ever any consideration to like mid-combat something? So if they mana drain it, they have to spend the mana immediately.
Only if they cast, like if they cast a 4-drop and then went to combat, then I would. But the fact that they had so much mana available,
Yeah, that they'd have
I wasn't
blue.
gonna let them get to their second main with.
Yeah, if they have like blue mana in their post-combat main to go with the colorless, it's not worth it. But
Yeah.
we can get a 0/0 shark. Don't mind me, I'm being an idiot. Could consider first, so they have to decide to counter it before we commit to the clue.
Yeah, same reasoning as the Ponder the last time.
It's a good card against a looter. And most of their ways to get out of this game.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to our
The force.
last of force as fast as possible.
Yeah.
17 cards. I'm gonna put it in the graveyard. Yeah, no. Jesus, this is tough. I'll just keep it, it's fine. It's a perfectly reasonable creature.
Yeah, and if we're just on the whole, oh, we drew off tab.
I'll aid you. So focus on the fight.
If we're on the whole, never cast anything into mana drain plan. Having a flash creature helps that a lot. Cameo and what are we thinking of?
I was gonna possibly break this clue, but
Floated
not
on.
super interested.
Floated on and step and done it. But
I just didn't want to spend any more mana.
it's very Mastermind, the card you want to ambush with. Or is it like just fine as a. I know we
No,
flashed it out
I'm
the
definitely
first.
just gonna cast it here.
In response to the Jace? Or...
Well, yeah, so that if they fight me on the counter spell, I can fight back. I don't think that we're going to, but then I could like counter the Jace instead of their counter spell. Know what I mean?
They have 7 cards in hand. If you make them draw, they'll get a loot, but you'll get a draw. Like they have to discover.
Yeah, I would draw 2.
Like we're. This could be crazy bad, but I kind of like it. I think we're on the counter their 1 spell that they play
Yeah,
plan anyway.
pretty happy to draw 2 cards with this thing, and then break our clue.
Not bad for us.
I mean, we have Teferi, so we're not dead.
Yeah. Minus Tameo on the Force. Tuck something with Teferi and
Right.
Flage.
I mean, our cameo would give us unlimited cards as we fought our opponent to the grave. They figured it out.
Yeah.
That is not what I expected out of our blue-white GC opponent. The old cheesy little brainstorm.
Brain freeze, you mean?
Yeah, brain freeze, yeah.
3 colors, no blue mana.
I'm ready to keep it. It has a Mox. We're ahead on curve. We have 2 removal spells. This is the kind of hand I'm keeping.
Yeah. I'm down to clown. We won't die to early threats with this hand, and we can draw out of it against a control deck or a slower deck. Well, according to Keikaku.
Show me island. No. Show me third path. Eh? Oh, I held the Mox like a genius.
Put a. Okay, gonna stop if they play a Goblin Rabble Master. Feeling a little under pressure.
Yeah, times are getting tough all of a sudden.
Could wait. Like maybe they'll crack this map. Maybe we don't want to give them that option. Taking 3 isn't the end of the world, but them getting a game object and taking 3
especially on the
is...
mulligan, I want to restrict them as much as possible.
Yeah. The map fizzles if you... Ooh, what are they doing with that? Do you hope they have a lot of lands because it means they don't have spells, or do you hope they don't? Okay, now we can get this Iconoclast down, or we can just ponder for...
I want to at least start getting creatures on the board. Just so I don't get crushed by some random Minsk and Boo.
Yeah.
Not that I'm well equipped to fight that at all, but I would be better equipped if I had 4 creatures next turn.
I had a cool game the other... I think it was earlier today even. My opponent had an Oko in play, and they played a Minsk and Boo. And with the Minsk and Boo trigger, I had to figure out... They hadn't activated their Oko yet, so I was like, which Planeswalker do I Leyline Binding, and which Planeswalker do I untap and Fractured Identity? I thought it was cool. Does Gargaroth have Trample?
Yes.
Okay.
I won't hide from the world any longer.
Like, not facing down a Gargaroth.
I
I don't know how you feel about that, but
Yeah, now I'm only afraid of, like, questing beast right here. If they questing beast here, I'm gonna be so mad.
yeah.
Because otherwise we're just in, like, great shape.
I've had my opponents attack my Planeswalkers with Questing Beast in this cube.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely... Ooh,
That's
Ooh.
a rough one for us with our hand and
Yeah. And there's Ponder, Brainstorm, Teferi on board.
2
Yikes.
removal spells in our graveyard. Well, loyalty's loyalty.
keep up the pace.
I imagine any game we're winning is one where we get Leovold off the table, so we could be holding lands to put back with Brainstorm.
That's fair. My consideration is just, My consideration is misplaced, but I was thinking of, Lee.
Yeah, there's cards we could draw where it would matter. Or like when we get Leovold off the table, having a land in play so we can Brainstorm into a land and a spell could be good.
Yeah.
Oh, so much loyalty.
Please attack for some reason.
They're hellbent.
Yeah.
They can steal that with Oko. So I guess we kind of just have to try to
Yeah,
play
I'd
Oko
be
somehow.
A-okay with that.
I guess we could just attack past Oko at that point. We could
Hurry.
Brainstorm for a guy and a shark, but I don't imagine many scenarios where that's worth.
The opponent just shuffled away their Gargaroth. Whoa. Okay.
I find Gargaroth pretty unimpressive, but it would have been good here, so it's a bold play. Are we trying to get Teferi up to 4, or are we just getting this Leovold off and casting our spells?
Probably going to just minus on the Leovold, but we'll see.
Yeah, we can see what they do as well.
Fairness. What bizarre expectation.
Oh, that's a disaster. Oh my god.
It's pretty bad for us.
Okay, that's good for us. Okay, they figured it out.
I like it. It's free to just test.
Yeah.
Do you want me to phase you out of time?
Do we have anything to do with the food besides the life?
I'm just not worried about the 2 mana at this point. We
Yeah.
can figure it out as we go.
We could. Oh, they have a fucking incubation. I mean, we can still kill Oko, but might be worth our board.
It is definitely worth the board.
Thinking of pondering for a soldier, because I don't like that.
Me either. And that Greaves was such a beating.
I see you don't share my vision.
Let's skip to the good part.
Well, as I mentioned before, we have no untargeted sweepers, so there isn't any way that we can ever kill this Leovold, I don't think. It's an optional draw, so we're pretty close to 0% here. I mean, I guess I could just like cast a Fury and start smashing, but if I find Brazen Borrower, then we can pick up this Chrome Host.
Can Brazen Bar with Lightning Helix too, but that doesn't really accomplish anything now that Teferi is out of loyalty. Don't do it. Any, I don't know. I feel like
I have to. I mean, we're gonna take 7 damage this turn. Like, this doesn't do anything, but it lets us set up for next turn. We're not winning if I just sit here.
I'll put the Triome under the Goyf so we can cycle on their turn. Unless Leovold stops that, it's kind of random.
It
which
does
ones
not.
do.
We would be able to draw on their turn.
Definitely need Pyroglyph, but after that we can get through the chaff a little faster this way. Unless we want to shuffle, which maybe we do. I don't know if it gets better than Pyroglyph though. I see the Seed Shark's value now.
Yeah, I mean, the combination of the Greaves and the Seed Shark have done us in pretty well.
A lot of non-forests for Nissa, but I guess
Didn't
you don't need it. You don't need him to fire on every zil. What?
They didn't haste up their incubator token.
I mean, their way of losing this game is Leovold dies, so maybe they just don't want to expose it. Like I think we have to Pyroglyph the Nissa, and then we're still just fucking dead.
I'm not dead, but it's not good.
I guess we do have the food. Evil is permanent, not just creature. Ugh.
Yeah. In my 60 or so games of this cube, this is the first time I've seen Leovold on the battlefield, and they cast it when we had 2 cantrips and a effect.
I wonder how strong the wheels and anti-wheel deck is. I feel like I never get that together.
It's worse in this cube than others because you don't have access to the Bowmasters.
Yeah. Do you know why we're gonna draw this fucking Triome and not be able to cycle it? Because
Yep.
we've already drawn this turn? Wow. One thing I prepared for. Thwarted. Recalling on the memory jar turn. I guess they're not gonna get to on another, but
Yeah, we're not getting another turn.
yeah.
I know that we're drawing a land and can't draw another card, so I'll just save us both the time in real life. Yeah. I don't think that Leovold is particularly good, but it just destroyed us there.
That's sort of like what all the cards in the cube are, is like they all have their spot to shine.
There's a ton of generically strong 3-drops.
Yeah. Like Leovold might not be worth taking and playing all the colors. At least not earlier than most people would take it. Sometimes you never play with a card because other people overvalue it. And seeing it do a good thing doesn't necessarily mean that you're not valuing it correctly. It could just mean that that was its spot, you know?
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. Lapsing this is not solving that problem. Lapsing the reanimate also not solving that problem.
Well, I can Brazen Borrower the Battle Spear, and then we can kind of just race. They're at 13. I Mastermind. They have 4 1/1s. Yeah.
Kind of like lapsing and making us do this all on a different turn, but if you think you can do this race, go for it. Like, you can Mastermind, untap Heat Borrower or something like that and get it attacking.
Yeah. I'm gonna let this happen.
Unless you want to Borrower and hold up. Remember that, but like we're too far behind. You don't have to Heat. You can play this Hallowed Fountain tap so we can get this Brazen Borrower into play and start beating if that's what we want to do.
I think it probably is what we want to do.
You can also shock to ponder, but there's a lot. Lot of
I
options
can't
we
shock
have.
against 4/1 here. But I am happy to play this tapped.
Five powers, that'll kill in 3 turns. Oh, but they'll be at 9. Still 3-turn clock. Don't really have to worry about these. I have to read Preacher 5 times every time it enters play. They get
It'll make a life
Lifelinkers.
linker because we're at more life.
awful in this. Shell docking through it, but shell docking. Raise Borrower this turn. I think we can suffer the lifelinker and kill it on a later turn.
Yeah, the 1 life that it'll gain doesn't affect the race.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna shuffle this away.
Yeah. I don't know if our line is a winning one, but it's like the line we have. You know? It's kind of reluctant. The best of a bad situation.
Yeah. I mean, this wins the race. They hit us for 6 down to 10, we hit them for 5 down to 4, then they hit us for 7 down to 3, and they die. If they have anything, then shit goes sideways, but there just isn't anything that we can do.
If we get to untap, we have memory lapse, but they have fatal push or anything like.
Ooh, we get a card out of that.
Get them below Preacher. We also draw cards off of that. Sack Chromatic Star for blue to cast Days Happen. We have land for this. Yeah.
No. So Unholy Heat would be on if we get to lapse or pierce.
We're just gonna take 5 and 5, even if we Unholy Heat something.
Yeah, I mean, we need to find Fury at this point.
Fury.
Or Flage.
Hot. The Heath doesn't change the clock, right?
I mean, I'm just keeping back this Mastermind since we're off the beatdown plan. We're off the race strat.
We could have got them low enough that they have to draw and give us a card with Preacher.
I still can do that. If I fetch, then they draw a card.
Do you want to do that before they attack? Just so, because I think we just need the card. They can have all the cards in the world. We're just gonna have to counter. And it, thins a little bit. Unless we put cards on the bottom. Fury is on the top. What are you tilting me with this information? Oh, they get both? Snapcaster's a cool one. Snap Heat. Does that change the race?
No, not if we take 5 here.
Time is running down. So
That's okay. We have plenty of time. This is the only important decision of this game, probably. I could kill the lifelinker. I could, like, leave them with the preacher.
well, if you get to fight over the second Spell Pierce or the Snapcaster, you'll get another instant for the flashback. Make sure to tap. Drop Pierce. So we can block. And we can double block the preacher. Block some here, whatever feels right. Try to keep Fairy in play to draw more off their preacher.
I'm just gonna block a mirror.
Eating before will the Snapcaster Mage give us creature?
No, we already have creature.
Spell Pierce this, and then we can Unholy Heat the creature, and then Fury.
Cloud keeps us alive.
Burying them. Or we have to hold up laughs no matter what.
No, I'm gonna fairy.
Alright. Should block, then plow, then fairy in that order. I think if they have anything, they're kind of boned. No matter what.
Okay.
Only sixes can we roll?
We only need 1/6, probably. Okay.
Oof. That's probably a better plan.
We've already used the snap. There's Tameo still that could happen, so I'm gonna leave swords in the graveyard. I guess Comet can also pick up the swords. Found the Fury. Found Fury, found Force. We're at 1 life, so Force ain't gonna cut it.
Land this turn. Keep Fury.
Yeah, I have the untapped land.
Does Comet gain life?
No.
I was just thinking about Lauren kills this currency converter and the mirror when they reanimate it again.
I think I just take consider. No, I'll take the land.
Like if they get there. I should do that.
What? What'd you say? I think I was supposed to evoke?
No. It's a good game. Like, wow.
Oh, because I saw they had priority.
Yeah.
It was over. Oh, that was brutal.
I mean, they had a currency converter in play. They're always going to have priority.
Oh, that's true.
It's like before this resolves or doesn't. It's like a weird time to do that.
Oh, you thought I was BMing them?
Yeah.
Oh no. No, I knew that we were in the bad spot there.
Turn 2 flipped Tamio.
Yeah.
Comet, maybe. Find a red source. Around Wasteland, I like it.
How am I supposed to focus on only one project?
Oh.
You could bait with this probe, but I like attacking to get the clue.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get as many triggers out of this as I can. By that I mean one. This is only when you draw your third, right? Yeah.
Yeah. If we probe, we'll know what's up, and we can. So if we see that they have an answer, I guess we can just have the brainstorm whenever. Booster tutor that they didn't play. Next turn they'll have 5 mana. They can Souls Recurring Nightmare. That's Atraxa. That's no, they'll have 4 mana. Well, we.
Yeah, I'm just gonna flip this Tamio then.
Yeah, the brainstorm will find a force deeper if we use clue this turn. Oh, Booster Tutor's a fucking instant?
Oh, that's why you were asking why they didn't do it. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's just such a ridiculous card. It's the second best cantrip in the cube behind Ancestral.
And it goes to the graveyard.
Yeah, they
So
found a comet. Nice.
Okay. They do reveal at night. Sometimes don't see what we get. Maybe it's because they like play it
They got a
immediately.
comet.
Dark Ritual into Comet. Not gonna happen this turn. The worst for us.
Orsten.
Tamio Plus is good against a dead Torsten, right? Better than it is against an Atraxa. And we still have to kill the Torsten, but not always the easiest. Oh, I guess
Yeah, I'm just thinking about whether or not I want to brainstorm here.
Recurring Nightmare.
We have a lot of tap lands.
Recurring Nightmare Torsten is gonna be pretty good. Can't like hit Mox. We only have 1 Mox, so we can't get a bunch of Mox and then play as Goif. So I think we just gotta main phase snap probed. Are we trying to do this? Just get him.
I'm trying to jump in front of this thing.
Like, why would they attack? Unless they had a way to get cards. Like Tameo Plus kind of just stops this. Unless they had
Yeah, I
something.
think this attack was bad. I thought there was a chance they would make it, which is why I did it the way I did it. Now we're gonna lure in that,
Yeah.
and then we're kind of just off to the races. Do I want to get Brainstorm locked here? I don't think so.
We're playing a Lauren next turn and we have Tameo to get another Brainstorm or another probe to get through it. I don't mind spending our mana.
Yeah. Get the card out of it.
We still need to kill that. We could Comet to get ahead of their Comet.
No way.
Yeah.
We are killing Recurring Nightmare 100.
We could hold up on Holy Heat, or we could play our tap land. I mean, our Tameo's gonna go up to 8, right? Like,
Yeah, and Comet can't hit Cameo for any damage, no matter what.
what was it, creature or player? I thought it was any target.
Creature or player, and if it makes 1/1s, then they can't attack into Cameo's plus.
We've seen our opponent do it. There's a 5 loyalty.
5 is deal damage and -2.
The starting loyalty is so high. Draw half my deck.
Yeah, I think drawing half the deck and then having no maximum hand size is probably the way we want to go.
Did we get the force? We did.
I'm just gonna play Pyrogoyf, have memory lapse up.
You could Mox into, yeah. Or we could do Comet, but Paraguay for sure kills this Comet.
Yeah, I don't foresee many ways our opponent wins through memory lapse fourths, so I'm just gonna reduce uncertainty.
Yeah. Don't need to hit on our own Comet. We're winning enough.
Yeah.
They could potentially Dark Ritual into this Atraxa, which we have covered.
Alright. At least these have been some really interesting games.
Yeah.
Aside from the one where they conceded, like, instantly. I don't recall what the circumstances were for them to concede. But
I don't remember them conceding instantly. I remember them conceding when we had a somewhat convoluted, like, minus Tameo on force to ferry ourselves to not deck.
oh yeah, that was the one. Yeah, they brainstormed us. Okay, yeah, it wasn't instant.
Flip
I'm
a
gonna keep
turn
this
to
and play
Tameo.
Tameo on one.
I'm amenable to these terms.
Perhaps there are more useful texts down on the surface.
Alright, the jig is up.
Yeah, but what are they gonna do about it?
I don't know. They're gonna make us blink at least if they like play a shock land here. No island, okay.
I mean, I'll fucking blink. Play around days. So kind of like brainstorming into a white source to kill their Tammy.
Oh, that's what I'm gonna try for sure, for sure.
No reason to do this mid-combat, right? There's no reason to wait. These. Just playing the wrong round.
I hope you don't mind if I take notes. I am not defenseless.
Are we still swordsing next turn? Because we could have hit Taff a little bit more, or like hit it from Ragavan.
Oh, I'm still swordsing. Oh, I see.
Not like a
Yeah.
super obvious play, but weird, you know, power cube outside considerations. Okay, I guess we're not swordsing anymore. You're ahead on the Tameo race and behind the Soul Ring race. So many cards that flip Tameo in this cube.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of good potential for a turn 2. Our deck has like 6 of them. Pro Brainstorm. Oh, I guess Ponder and Preordain, or Ponder and Consider don't go to at turn 3.
Tell me everything you know about this plane.
Tameo's just like
Expect the light.
good making a clue every turn. It's like you can flip it on will. It's even nuttier, but holy crap, is it just fine as a Tameo? Teferi can embarrass that spell pierce, but we kinda
No, I think it's a Teferi plus angle.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If we hold up memory lapse, we're just gonna get spell pierced.
I know my responsibility.
Sure, plus your Tameo.
Trust me, I have a plan.
Use your words.
I mean, our opponent is a brief deck, and they're ahead on mana still.
They discard to the Granic Search.
Currency Converter Island.
Discarded their counter magic in face of our overwhelming Teferi advantage. Can't say I blame them. We get to untap and hold up memory lapse from here. I'm feeling a lot better. 'Cause we can ultimate our Tameo, draw into Fury, keep their Tameo.
Yeah, we can Brazen Borrower there, Tameo, is my current thought. As like our best way to rumble with it while it's flipped.
Yeah. We have options for sure.
Am I ever minusing this Teferi? I think I might.
I don't think the Soul Ring would keep them from doing some stuff. Not that much, but some stuff. The clue is not that offensive.
No, bouncing the Soul Ring is better than bouncing the Clue, I think.
Yeah. That's what I'm getting at. Like, game's gonna come down to flipping our or ultimating our who ultimates their Tameo, and then the one card off the clue is immaterial. Force into Comet, pretty okay. I mean, just having Force to go with our Tameo that's about to flip and memory lapse. Kind of perfect.
Use your words.
Yeah, I like where we're at.
We still need
Teferi
to.
means they can't Tidebinder or anything. Like, they have to fight through 2 counter spells here with no counter magic of their own and 3 mana.
Lapsing the Soul Ring. Or just saving it for.
I am gonna lapse it, yeah.
I like it.
Rumble, eh?
Fine with that happening. How about you?
Yeah. There's the breach. Fakes breach, okay.
Sourcing this trainer end of turn to be mana efficient, or do we just not care? Like our Tameo is gonna not plus this turn because we're -7ing. But we could also kind of just pick it off with the Fury or whatever. I have to imagine.
Yeah, I'm mostly unconcerned.
To imagine this Force of Will is like earmarked for their breach at this point. Like,
Pick back up the Rumble. I cannot interact.
they get a mana for that. So I'm just gonna rumble and try to let us draw cards and kill us next turn. I guess they could try. Maybe they're trying to hit their Black Lotus so they can win this turn. Give Urza's Bauble a bunch. They just see this Force of Will and concede.
Can't believe this is only turn 4. It feels like it's turn 10 of this game. We're dead. Well, I guess we're not dead.
I mean, let them resolve one at a time, I guess. We can also like not ultimate Tameo and just pick up Memory Lapse to like do the Teferi trick that way. That we just have Teferi. I guess we don't have another land yet, but
This leaves us with 9 cards in the deck.
we're gonna get to dig and just find the best of them. Maybe we just minus Tameo to pick up this Memory Lapse and just try to fight that way. swordsing more now, but
Yeah.
might not be right still. Like, still could lose to something else.
Eight cards in deck.
Oh, this Tef plussing is gonna kill us fast. If we go that route.
We lost Comet, Fury, Pyroglyph. I don't think we have a good way to win anymore. We lost the Snapcaster.
Plus little Tef, that's gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna play Big Teferi and plus it.
Depending on what you draw, you can minus Tameo on the memory lapse and have memory lapse force up still. Great. Could answer there, Tameo, so we don't have to fight Brain Freeze again. That has to go. I think we only care about the breach, but they're just gonna like minus on Brain Freeze and kill us. We have to counter this breach. For...
I'm gonna consider force and lapse the force.
On upkeep.
Yep.
And what? Minus Tef, and then like we don't have anything to kill them with. Make sure you have an upkeep stock. This is a way to kill them.
I can't cast the Flage.
Oh.
Oh, I can with Tameo. Maybe. I don't know.
Make sure you have full control.
Oh, it just timed me out. Oh, I took the stop off trying to go into full control. Nice, nice, nice. I didn't have a way to cast any of those spells, so there wasn't anything that I could do.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of brain freeze, but
Yeah, we got pretty unlucky pairings. Like all of our losses were to like brain freeze combo decks, and you have the kill creature part down.
Yeah. Well, I can't believe we lost to that Leavold. Like I said, in 70 or so games, I've just never seen it on the battlefield. And they just cast one and it blanked our 5-mana Planeswalker and 2 cantrips stranded in hand. That was just so brutal.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, I mean, that's it for this one. That's minus 500 gems for 2 packs. Just not a great rate, but still up pretty significantly. I feel like this deck had a lot going on for it.
Yeah.
It's just completely ran out of action from these brain freeze decks.
Yeah. And also like we were gonna beat the Leovold, then they stole our shark and gave it haste.
Yeah.
I mean, we could have not played the shark, but playing the
Well, they
shark
didn't
is
have the
usually
grief at that point. Like, I thought that it was going to trade for 5 loyalty on their Oko. Because we had to
Yeah.
beat the Oko at the same time. Like, there's just too many things. I mean, that last game, I could have picked up the Unholy Heat to shoot the Tameo and still had up the Force and not Memory Lapse. But there were a lot of
Yeah.
axes that we were fighting on.
I mentioned that, but I don't know if you already did it. It's like pretty late in the thought process.
Yeah. No, I heard you say it too. But I wasn't thinking that Tameo had to die or else we'd get brain freezed again. I was just thinking that we had to fight through Breach and possibly Yogg-Will.
Yeah, when I mentioned it, I said so they don't pick up brain freeze. But
Oh yeah, I didn't hear that
Yeah.
specifically, but
there's a lot
that
going
definitely would have
on.
been better.
Alright, so thanks for watching. This has been 3-for-1 podcast. Only 2 of us today, but we're trying out this streaming thing for the podcast. So
Yeah, hopefully it was a good watch.
yeah, we had lots of interesting games. I don't want to complain too much about how our bad beats were. You know, that's what I did entirely. But
I mean, that's Magic. You know, sometimes you get got. We talked it through. There were some interesting lines and different directions that we could have gone in most of those games. So
Yeah.
that's the mark of a good cube and some good gameplay.
yeah, and also like this whole 2HG thing over Discord with time pressures is gonna be tougher on us than till we're used to it at least.
Yeah. But, no, I mean, I had a good time. I hope it was a good watch.
I had a good time too. Hopefully viewers, if we have any, enjoyed it. Let us know in the comments. Appreciate it all. I'm gonna end the stream now. That all right with you? Any final words?
No, just thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.